When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the... At the 20. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just... The ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Complete to the left. He's fine. But not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll leave it with him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Valdez. Looking left. Finds his man, it's Bobo. Out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Bobo. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here. But positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sun Devils had tough field position position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick completion to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
They'll try to get outside. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right. Fuse up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wants to take the top off, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Back to pass, it's Valdez. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was able to up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a crease. It's Pettis. That carry puts... .2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops the throw. It's complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The toss sweep to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he burrows his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Valdez. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra muscle.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Hunt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Bringing it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. Crosses the 30. He's got late. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do?
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Valdez. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. Oh, what a move to get open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Might be looking to run. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's Valdez. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, give on the inside. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, be stuffed in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get every...
Looking for the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the toss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the...
Turning it on! They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. comeback for the ages in store. We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense. Had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Floating away.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's got first down yardage across their 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying the left side.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Great. Pick up as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a night.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Pettis. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. First and goal for the offense. Let's go. Trying to pound it in. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28.
And first down for the offense.
from the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense,
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
that ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants a big play here late.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative